Okay, Om Shanti. Just think that there is one more month of the season for this year's season to come to an end. So for the completion, what does Bapdada you to complete? Are you ever ready for this? Or will you have to think about it? Whether you all come here or not, it's the result from every place. In this 1 month, make your natural nature what Baba told you. Can you please scroll, sister? Bapdada wants the result from every place. Yes, I read this. So make your natural nature what Baba told you. The Father's virtues should always be visible on your face. The Father's Srimat should be visible in your activity. Your face should always be smiling. Your way of moving should be of remaining content and making everyone content. In every action, there should be the balance of karma and yoga. I'm sorry, I'm getting one line cut, sister. Some children, yes, please. There should be the balance of karma and yoga. Some children tell Baba very good things. Should Baba tell you what they say? They say, Baba, just understand that this is my nature. It isn't anything else. But my nature is like that. What should Bab Dada say to that? Is it my nature? Some say, my way of speaking is like that. I didn't get angry, but my way of speaking is a little like that. I spoke a little loudly, but I didn't get angry. I just spoke a little loudly. Just look how sweet the things they say are. Bapdada says to say mine for what you're referring to as my nature is wrong. Is my nature Ravan's nature or your nature? Your nature is that of the eternal period, of the original period, of the period when you're worthy of worship. This is your original nature. It is because you say mine, mine, for something that belongs to Ravan that you're not able to get rid of it. So nicely Baba is explaining that we make excuses actually for our own nature and then say that this is my nature, and as if accepting that this is my own, whereas it is actually Ravan's nature. So you have kept something that doesn't belong to you as yours. So very important line. You have kept something that doesn't belong to you as yours. Is it considered good when someone secretly keeps something that doesn't belong to him or her carefully hidden away? So why do you consider Ravan's nature someone else's nature to belong to you? Some say with great intoxication, it is not my fault, it is just my nature. They even try to reassure Bapdada. So will you now have the completion ceremony for this? Will you? So I'll just pause here for a moment. Just yesterday we had Holi, and in the other Murlis, Holi also means holy. It is over, it is finished. So we can take that cue from the other Murli. So and complete and reassure Bapdada that we are not going to continue taking it just as our own nature, but trying to change. Ami Bhen, yeah, can you please move it? So whenever your mind is willing, anything is impossible. Anything is possible, sorry. Accept this in your mind. This is not my nature. It belongs to someone else, and so I mustn't keep it. You have died alive, have you not? Is your nature Brahmin nature or your old nature? So do you understand what Bab? You may entertain yourself, you may dance and play games, but there is a but. While doing everything, you have to become equal. How can you return home with the Father without becoming equal? You would have to wait in the customs in the land of Dharamraj. You will not be able to return together with the Father. So should we see the result after 1 month? Dadis, speak. Should we see it then? Speak. Should we see it then? Will you pay attention for 1 month? If you pay attention for 1 month, it will become natural. Do not miss out. Do not miss out even 1 day of the month. Acha, are the dadis going to take responsibility for this? All of you together extend the hand of having good wishes and pure feelings for one another. When someone falls, you give your hand with a lot of love to get him up again. So with the hand of good wishes and pure feelings, giving cooperation to one another, continue to make them move forward. Is that okay? You don't check as much as you should. You do something and you check then. But it has happened by then, has it not? So first think and then do. Not that you do something first and then think about it. You have to do this. What do the double foreigners think? Will you do this? Will you do it? Will the double foreigners do this? Very good. If the double foreigners become an example, Bap Dada will shower many, many blessings. What have the double foreigners thought about? Will you become an example? If you will become that, then raise 2 hands. It is a wonder. Bap Dada is giving double foreigners blessings of courage and zeal and enthusiasm from now. Those from Bharat are no less. They are thinking about it within themselves. They are also thinking, we will definitely become this and show Baba. Is that right? Those from Bharat? Look, what has Bharat not done? Those from Bharat have brought the Father down from up above. So those from Bharat performed a wonder, did they not? This is not a big deal in front of that. Acha, those of you who feel that you have a lot of love for the Father and for the Dadis, raise your hands. You have love, which is good. How much love do you have? What song is your heart now singing? Who else will love me as much? As much as the children love the Father and the Father loves the children. Will anyone else give you as much love? So to renounce something out of love is not really renouncing it. That is attaining it, not renouncing it. It's a very important line. Bap Dada is so nicely tried to explain that you can renounce something out of love is not really renouncing it. It is attaining it, not renouncing it. Bap Dada uses the Shiv Mantra and sees everyone in their complete form. You also have the Shiv Mantra. Do you not? Do you have it? Do you? Not the magic mantra, but the Shiv Mantra. So use the Shiv Mantra. Next time, think carefully about it and make your own plan for yourself. When you're given a plan made by others, you make excuses, saying this happened and that happened. Make a plan for your own self. Today, you're celebrating the Father's birthday, are you not? So what do you do on a birthday? You give one or another gift. You do give them, do you not? So what gift will you give the Father? To definitely do and demonstrate to the Father what he said. This is the gift you have to give. Bap Dada is also giving all of you a gift. It is also your birthday, is it not? So what gift is Bap Dada giving? Those who want to claim it can do so. It is a special blessing. However, the blessing will only work when you revise the blessing at Amrit Vela every day. You have to revise your gift. Will you revise your gift? So Bap Dada is giving you this gift. Never let go of taking one step of courage, and then Bap Dada will take 1,000 steps of giving help. So let's pause here for a moment and visualize yourself taking one step in the subtle world as a divine soul, and Bap Dada taking 1,000 steps towards you immediately. Do not test Baba and think, I will see if Baba is helping me or not. Do not test Baba in that way. The Father is bound to help, and I'm sure you must have experienced, all of you, Bap Dada taking 1,000 steps towards you all the time when you take that one step towards Him. So the Father is bound to help. You are bound, and the Father is also bound. So look at this gift again and again every day. When you receive a beautiful gift, you keep looking at it again and again because it is so beautiful. So every day at Amrit Vela, look at it, and then while in your Karma Yogi life, continue to revise it every so often. Acha, you took the gift and you gave the gift. It is good. Bap Dada is looking at everyone. Everyone is watching from their little cottages and their screens. Bap Dada is seeing them in front of him. Even those who haven't come, Bap Dada is giving them this gift too. Bap Dada is seeing them all, whether it is day or night. And even if there is a time difference, their love enables them to stay awake through the night. Jagran, which means staying awake at night as part of the celebration of Shivratri. All the children's cards, whether they sent them or not, and all their emails, whether they sent them or not, everyone's emails of the thoughts of their heart reached Bap Dada. How beautiful. You're all dancing with enthusiasm. Bap Dada is seeing this too, wherever all of you are. It is not that a single child's love and remembrance has not reached Bap Dada. Everyone's love and remembrance has reached Baba, and Bap Dada is responding. Constantly continue to celebrate the festival of zeal and enthusiasm. Acha. What drill does Bap Dada now want you to perform? In 1 second, become an embodiment of the power of silence, a concentrated mind, and a concentrated intellect. So we'll pause for a second. See yourself as an angel and experience the silence. Throughout the whole day, take a second every now and again and practice this. As soon as you have a thought of silence, become an embodiment of that. You don't need time for this. Simply practice it for a second. Should we do it again? Practice again. Silence. So see how easy it is. Bap Dada is blessing each one of us with the ease of practice that in 1 second we can be connected to him at any time and experience the silence. Acha, it is the turn of Indore to serve. It is good. The Shakti army is large. The Pandavas are no less. So look, the very name is Indore. The ones who are constantly engaged in the tapasya of remaining introverted. Is correlated the word indoor. So it is of remaining introverted. It is good. Look, the establishment of Indore is special. You know, do you not, that before Father Brahma became Avyakt, the foundation of Indore was laid with inspiration from Sakar Baba. You're so lucky, and you are the fulfilled hopes of Father Brahma, are you not? All of you are giving a response to Bap Dada, according to the enthusiasm and speciality with which Bap Dada gave those inspirations, are you not? It is good. You have had good enthusiasm for service, and you will continue to have it. Now, Indore should perform wonders. What wonders will the teachers perform? Will you claim the first number? Transformation. Indore should claim the first number in what Bap Dada said. Will you claim it? Will you? You have the power of the gathering. Look at the power of the gathering. They were the 5 Pandavas. So what wonders did the gathering of the 5 Pandavas show? So there is strength in a gathering. There's such a huge gathering. And so what can you not achieve? You can do whatever you want. So demonstrate by showing wonders. Demonstrate by doing something that you've not done so far. Do you have this courage? Teachers, you have this courage, do you not? Do you have this courage? It is good. Look, you have had courage and held many big programs, have you not? So you have to become number 1 in every subject. Have this determined thought. Bap Dada has seen that those who maintain courage definitely experience receiving the Father's help. However, carelessness comes in between. This happens all the time. Instead of always being intense, you sometimes become effort makers and sometimes intense effort makers. Let there always be the wave of being intense effort makers for the self and for everyone else too. Do not think I'm moving along fine. Give cooperation to one another and claim number 1 collectively. No matter how much someone has fallen, make that one. Make that one your companion and teach him how to walk along. Be cooperative. So what will make the gathering free from obstacles? Let there be no name or trace of any obstacle. Whomsoever you see, Bap Dada's activity should be visible in that one. What do the Pandavas think? Will you do this? You will do it. What do the Shaktis think? Think this. If we don't become this, who else would? We will do it. Always have such zeal and enthusiasm, and you can do it. There is a lot of power in the gathering. Remember the blessing of being number 1, victorious. 1,000 double foreigners have come from 55 countries. Bap Dada has seen that the double foreigners fulfill their system of coming for every meeting very well. They feel they have to come, and so they do come. And everyone has had the thought of increasing the beauty of the season of Madhuban. And so it has been seen that in every meeting, the decoration of Madhuban, the double foreigners are always present. You may clap, it is good. Day by day, in all the service places abroad, you're doing very well in giving zeal and enthusiasm and having meetings with one another. Bap Dada has seen that you're doing very well in going to one another's places and giving your good wishes. You continue to create very good systems. Bap Dada is pleased that no matter how, you just reach there. You don't seem like residents of a faraway place. You feel as though you belong here. In fact, who is the one who lives the furthest away? Is it the double foreigners or Bap Dada? So the one who resides the furthest away far away. Acha. Double foreigners wish to make a pledge. Now, Sister Mohini from New York read out the pledge and everyone repeated it after her. The pledge for the determined thoughts for the 72nd Trimurti Shiv Jayanti. So this is nice if we all read the pledge together. I promise that I will always continue to follow the Father's Srimad at every step. I will always remain free from obstacles. I will always be seated on my seat of self-respect and respect everyone. I will always fulfill Bap Dada's hopes. Sweet Baba, lovely Baba, Shukriya, thank you Baba. There was and Bap Dada had heard that the result was very good. Very good. It is good. Double foreigners continue to move ahead of all, fly and continue to make others fly. We pause here. See yourself flying and helping others to fly as well in the subtle world. In 1 second, we are there. Acha. To all the fortunate souls from everywhere who are celebrating their birthday, to those who maintain their enthusiasm and celebrate the festival of the confluence age, to all the children who continue to fly the wings of zeal and enthusiasm, to the Mahavir children, can you scroll up, sister? To the Mahavir children who constantly make their mind and intellect experienced in being stable and concentrated, to the children who follow the Father and put into a practical form their enthusiasm to become equal, to those who are always loving and cooperative with one another, those who give courage and enable others to receive the blessing of help from the Father, to the children who are bestowers of blessings and great donors, Bap Dada's love and remembrance. And multi-million times, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. To the Dadis, in Bap Dada's heart, each one of you jewels is great because you are instruments to increase the zeal and enthusiasm in many souls. Seeing your enthusiasm, they automatically feel that enthusiasm. They don't need to be given that, but it automatically reaches them. Your gathering is very, very strong. You don't have to make it strong. It is strong. Each jewel is a decoration of the gathering. To Manohar Dadi, you do go to class. You've been obedient. The Father asked you, and you did it. And therefore, you are in the list of those who are obedient. And the whole gathering is now of those who say, Ji haan, Ji haan. Dadi Janki said, Baba, you had said that the Lord would always remain present, and that is the experience I continue to have. The Father is bound. Look, there's a special vision on the group of those who are instruments. Bap Dada's love and vision are always on those who have become instruments. Baba, it doesn't matter if our eyes become moist, does it? That is a sign of love. They are not tears. What are we going to do now? You have to become equal and make others the same also. You have the duty of making others that. You have the duty of making them fly. It is easy. Moini Ben gave Bap Dada remembrance from uncle, auntie, and Pardadi. Everyone's remembrance has reached Bap Dada. Bap Dada hoisted the flag with his hands and gave everyone greetings for the 72nd Timurti Shiv Jayanti. Today we hoisted this flag in this hall, but now that day will also come. There will be the ceremony of hoisting this flag in many different places in the world. And this song, sister, can you please scroll? And this song will be in the hearts of, okay, and this song will automatically be playing in the hearts of all the souls. Our Baba has come. Our Father, the bestower of liberation, the bestower of blessings has come. This song will begin to be played automatically in everyone's heart throughout the world. This song is playing in your heart, is it not? Let's pause for a second. Let's hear this song playing in our heart. Our Baba has come. He has come. We have met him. You have received blessings. You have received good wishes. And so, just as this flag is being hoisted in your heart, in the same way, it has to be hoisted in the hearts of the souls of the world. They may not be able to attain their inheritance, but they have to sing the song, O Prabhu, Ah Prabhu, you have come. So it is very good. It is the fortune of all of you that you are hoisting the flag with the Father. And everywhere else, they are seeing this, just as you are seeing it. Bap Dada is also seeing them. Bap Dada is seeing the flag in all the different places. Your brothers and sisters are nodding in this way. Acha. Do we stop here, Amiben?
Yeah, the Murli is complete.
Okay. Thank you, Baba. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to read Divine Family. And now we can pause for a minute. Think about the Murli before we start the churning. So anyone would like to share some important takeaway point or your experience?
Om Shanti, very good morning. I felt Baba wants us to enjoy our original, that peaceful, the deep silence, and in between, Baba took us to that subtle, that empowering stage where we could detach and be just like him and enjoy that. We could feel that wonderful Bap Samanistiti that was ultimate. Now and then, take a pause and go into the depth. And it was today I felt, Baba read the Murli. It was Baba's ultimate vibrations, sincerest gratitude to the Divine Family. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Thank you, sister. Very nice sharing. I too had that beautiful experience of just going into the world with Baba, you know, in those little pauses, connecting every second. And it's a beautiful experience. Anyone else would like to share, please?
Om Shanti, sister and brothers. I can share some experience, one experience last week. I had to go to somebody's office to sign some papers. So I took Baba with me, and I keep saying, Baba, you are riding with me or driving with me, and we'll go to this place. So as we went to the place, we sat on the chair. Somehow the chair gave in, and I fell down badly. But since Baba was with me, not even a single scratch. So like as Baba said, you take one step, I'm 1,000 steps with you. So that was the best experience I ever experienced myself. And my faith in Baba is growing every day. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, Harbridben and everyone.
That he's always there with you to help you, protect you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, go ahead, brother.
So, two things. One thing that Baba asked for a 30-day practice, and how we kind of give excuses and explanations for our behavior. And then we say, no, that is not what I meant to say. Mera wo matlab nahi tha. And actually, I was behaving only for your good. People would also talk like that. And I could reflect and see this for myself as well. So the practice that I am taking on is to be watchful, not only of what I speak or what comes out of me, but also how it is coming out, and bringing forth grace, even right from uh, the, the way I would think before I speak anything, and see that there is no subtle ego that is coming inside of the way I talk or behave. And Baba's Yukti Yukt, the way he put it up, he asked for a birthday gift on his birthday, that you would give a gift, right? So he very nicely has taken that gift from us, asked us for the gift to give up this vikar and free ourselves and grow. So these are the takeaways for me from today's Murli.
Thank you, Vimesh Bhai. And I totally agree with one point which you said, and I've actually taken that for my own learning. Even I sometimes give excuses, you know, certain day I did this, and oh, I didn't mean to, and this, my intention was pure, but it just happened. And today, while I was reading the Murli, it was reminding me of those moments where I actually was making those excuses. So I think Baba, by making me read the Murli today, was actually directly telling me that I'm watching what you're doing, and it is not my nature, it is Ravan's nature. And I must not keep something that belongs to someone else. That was my very important learning in today's Murli. Om Shanti.
In addition to this, sister, I want to share one thing. Like brother also said, in intentions, really we are good, actually. But what happens, what brother was trying to tell us to take a pledge, we think before we speak. Our intentions are very, very pure, but subtle Maya that ushers in and spoils everything. So here, what takeaway for me is, my intentions are pure, good, but what I do, that I have to be very, very cautious. 100% I have to be situated in that pure form of soul, then act. Even I feel, I take this pledge not to take any, more excuses. Just be this energy. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Anu sister.
Om Shanti. I'd like to share my experience yesterday there was a holy millen in our society, and I went there. Actually, I used to avoid this because I never liked the loose talk during that moment. So yesterday I went with total intoxication and made something in Baba's remembrance to eat. I went there and I sat, and there were holy millen songs going on. I enjoyed those songs also. And in between that, when they offered me to sing a song, I said, no, I would like to share something what I have learned from Baba. Then I kept sharing whatever Baba has taught me, and shared one story of what I had listened on the class, that how the gopis were in intoxication when Krishna went from from Vrindavan to Mathura, and they were having their belongings and keeping with them and enjoying those. And there was a story actually which were later on actually thief had come and taken away, and they were in there that they lost, that the gopi thought that they have lost everything is been snatched. And this is the kind of story I shared, and the people felt so good. And later on I realized that there were few atmas who were trying to lose talk, but few of them were, they said, no, Sonia sister is sitting, please don't. And others nodded their head. I felt so good that Baba is with me. My presence is a literally telling them not to lose talk, not to speak, which is not acceptable in the society. So I had a very wonderful experience yesterday. Thank you, Baba. Thank you.
Very nice sharing. Thank you, sister. That's very nice.
Whatever Sonia Ben shared is a literal example of being an embodiment of the learnings of the Gyan, and is standing in the Dharra. So it is no coincidence that the kind of experience Sonia Ben got. Uh, when you walk there, you carry that aura, and that is not something to be uh, egoistic about. There is something that you bring forth a divinity. Uh, how we keep on also speaking in a way that let us speak in a harsher tone, or uh, talk loudly, or talk in a stern manner, because people understand that kind of a language only. So this is how we condition ourselves. But when we are bringing forth, we are the instruments who Baba counts on to bring forth Satyug. We have to create that world with being an embodiment of all the pure sanskars. So, Sonia, that's a blissful experience that you just shared.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Baba.
Anyone else like to share?
Yes, Bhavna Ben, Ritika Ben.
Om Shanti. I remember one point that keep smiling and your actions should be such that you should be content and others should be content with you. And also Baba appreciated the efforts of Dadis. Looking at Dadis, we also develop zeal and enthusiasm and become active. So even in my Lokik house, I get inspired with my Dadi because she is also very active. Although she is very old, but very active in every action, in every activity. So yes, even I experienced the Palna of Baba because through these experiences and inspirations which we get at home. Although not we are not able to contact with the dadis of the yagya, but still these small helps from Baba make our life very beautiful. If we think positive, then everything becomes very easy, simple, and very beautiful. Om Shanti.
Very nice, sister. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Today there's a smaller group, so I'm sure each one can say something. The ones who have not spoken yet.
Shanti Didi. Keep smiling to these main points. Keep smiling. And Didi, I actually experience of silence like we experienced like in 1 second. So should we go to Paramdham or just silence? It takes time. Please tell me about how should we go to Paramdham in 1 second?
So again, I'm not the expert on what is the right thing, but I can tell you what happens to me.
Ji.
When I go in the 1 second of silence, I just know that I've reached where I have to reach, and I can feel Baba next to me, Bab Dada next to me, and a total state of calmness and peace. Whether which location it is, I don't worry my mind on those things. I can just experience Baba, and that's what matters. But again, I would respectfully ask the other more experienced brothers and sisters, maybe they would like to add on to what I just said.
Because, after Murli and before Murli also, it is told to us to feel a 1 second experience, a 1 second silence. So that time, 1 second is too less, I think, for me, especially because I will do practice. So for last few days also, I have been practicing like drill, Bab Dada's drill also. I'm practicing. So thoda sa, it will take time for me, especially. So I would like to know from all of you what whosoever want to tell. Please, Rakhi Didi, anybody else?
May I share, Madhuben?
Ji, sure.
Okay, so see our basic sanskar. If anyone would ask us
Ji,
that what do you want in life,
ji,
usually the things will come out that I want peace, I want happiness.
ji,
Yeah, these are the basic things that anyone would say.
ji,
Even if when you're talking about any kind of good relations with people around, or
ji,
even with facilities,
ji,
amenities,
ji,
career, anything. What
ji,
I want a successful career or I want a good relationship. But after that, what will it give you? So the answer you would give is it will give me peace, it will give me happiness, isn't it?
ji,
That is our basic sanskar. That is our
ji,
natural sanskar.
ji,
Uh, Everything else that is there, which
ji,
doesn't give us that experience, is Ravan sanskar,
ji,
which is reflecting in today's Murli.
ji,
And the reason why Baba says about practicing for a moment or a few moments is because our minds are very wavering.
ji,
बहुत chanchal hai. So
ji,
it keeps on wandering at all times.
ji,
And this is because of whatever karmas we have accumulated over the up to the last 63 births. So subtle practices that are got in, that when we can't even sit for, if someone tells you to sit for 1 hour or 2 hours of stillness, the stillness of the mind, you will feel it is not possible. But starting from 1 second to a few seconds is slowly, gradually building up that sanskar. Like how we will say that uh, uh, is happiness around there? Okay, happiness is when people will behave in a certain way or things will go in a certain way. Then your happiness and your peace of mind is dependent on something that is outside of you. But like if I say, if you close your nose and say, I'm not able to breathe, it doesn't mean that air is not around, right? So when you open up your nose, you're able to breathe. The same way, when you open up your mind, that is your basic sanskar. All that you need to do is make yourself available to the peace that is out there. Okay. So gradually, yeah, gradually taking on that practice. This is what uh, I would interpret as that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Om Shanti. May I take this privilege to share something?
Yes, sure, sister.
Yeah, actually, this is a technique which helped me in my, earlier years when I joined Baba, when I came in, close to this. So this practice helped me a lot. So I had, listened yesterday also that sister was really, wanted to just have a experience of 1 minute, 1 second ka silence. So can we just do this practice together? Yeah, please. We'll do it with pleasure, with happiness, and with creativity. Take a deep breath. Today we'll become artists. Go inside from your eyes with open eyes. Back to your eyes, just see. And go little up in the center of your forehead. Just stay here. Take a pause. Here. Draw very small circle, very small, like a dana. Very small circle. Now see one diya and its jyot, which is stable, and take color from this jyot. Golden, yellow golden. Take a brush. Make sure that this brush is pointed. Take a color from this jyot. And fill this circle very carefully. Be careful. And now see, here am I. This is me, a point of light. Look carefully. It's me. Accept this. A peaceful soul. A point of light. Thank you. Om Shanti.
So thank you, sister. So this was like actually the meditation which we normally do every day. So, Ami Ben, how would you like us to proceed?
I think so. She has already done the meditation commentary. So only as we know, the time is running out. So just a gentle reminder
Yes,
for
that's
tomorrow's
right.
session.
Sure.
Yeah, a gentle reminder for tomorrow's session that we have a Murli Manthan session by Tina Ben. So would glad to let you know that we need to read the Murli dated 5th March 2008, 18th February 2008, and 2nd February 2008. We can skip the party ki mulaka. So, and if we read the Murli, it will be helpful for us to churn the Murli better tomorrow. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Heartbreath Sister, for taking up this challenge. And see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a nice day. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you,
Baba.
everyone.
Om Shanti, Heavenly Sister. Thank you, Baba.